Oh my, what is going on here? What a tragedy. What a disaster. It looks like everything that's woke is currently getting absolutely destroyed and deleted off of Xbox. Yes, that's right. It's a complete purge. And I love every moment of it. And I know, some people are currently saying, oh, but these were small companies. They were so young and innocent. Well, should have banned abortion in that case, because that's what's happening here. And you know what? I love it, in fact. Oh, yeah. So, the current situation is that everything that has any association with Sweet Baby Inc. or Anita Sarkeesian is getting shut down. Yes, Xbox is mass destroying studios, and currently it looks like all of them are complete woke slop. I don't know. If you need something that puts a smile on the face, I would say honestly that this is definitely pretty good at doing the job. In any case, we have so much beautiful and delicious news. And I don't mean to be that guy, but if you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel that literally predicts pretty much all of this. Finances do not lie. And it only makes sense. Now, granted, this was a situation that we talked about this yesterday before the announcements happened. So it's not like this was a month ahead of its time, but some things are a month ahead of its time when we predict them. But in any case, it's absolutely over. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Schreier and Compulsion Games. Some absolutely legendary crash outs are currently happening, and some people are, well, sharing all of the good screenshots, and we're gonna have a good time. Because this is our boy, Jason Schreier. Oh yes, all of your assumptions, by the way, are spot on. These are people who advocate and say that wokeness is good. Wokeness actually sells games. Wokeness has never done anything bad to gaming, and it's in fact a good thing, you chuds. And this is how it always ends. People are calling him out, and the moment this happened, they instantaneously, a lot of people started sharing good old screenshots. Jason Schreier says, I asked 2 dozen people who worked on the game what went wrong, and not a single mention of the word sweet baby. You are chasing angry hallucinations created by grifters who make money off your rage. Beautiful words. Obviously, complete lies and stupidity, but there we go. And this is obviously about South of Midnight. Xbox's new attempt at a AAA title that sold less than 25k copies, while it probably costed it close to 150 to 200 million. Yes, and it's not even Xbox's worst woke disaster. That's probably the funniest part about this. You gotta love it. You really gotta love it. And, well, this studio that worked with Sweet Baby Inc. is one of the things on the chopping board, by the way. But a lot of things are on the chopping board. A little bit more about this a little bit later on, I guess. A lot of things that are associating itself with this type of garbage thinking are currently out. For example, this is Xbox Chiefs of Staff also abruptly departs the division today. Yeah, the Xbox, whatever the hell this is supposed to be, you know, all the flags, all the... You can already tell what's going on. You don't need to be a genius. We don't even need the pronouns in the bio. We know what's going on. And they got fired. Again, if you missed yesterday's video, then I'm gonna explain it again at the end, because currently a lot of people are very happy that wokeness is getting stomped to the curb, but we have been here before, and we will be here again, and I'll explain why a little bit later on, in case you're out of the loop. Oh, and by the way, the Jason Schreier thing, the comments are even more devastating. It's an absolute destruction. This was about Dragon Age Railguard. Jason Schreier said, go woke, go bro, oh no, top of the charts, yes. And then Dragon Age Railguard admitted that they failed. And the studio behind Dragon Age Railguard is pretty much also on closing, but that's probably a different video. We have a lot. And then there's even a better picture here, where Jason Schreier gets asked, "There's no way you genuinely like this third." And his response is beautiful, genius, and sublime. "I actually don't like the game very much, but I like seeing you chuds get dunked upon." So, in case you're wondering, are these people this petty and stupid? Yes! Yes, they are, which makes this even funnier in my opinion. In any case, yeeted and deleted. Then we have Hellblade, the developers by developed by Ninja Theory, people who made Psychonauts, and who just released Senua's Saga Hellblade 3, and it's shutting down. Ninja Theory, hundreds of artists bloated Game Awards for deeply corrupt gaming media system, endless praise about women's empowerment, artistic vision, and next-gen storytelling. Results: no money, no sales, disbanded. Yes, Ninja Theory is gonna be on the chopping block. It's right here. Because, again, this was the only logical outcome, because this is Ninja Theory, okay? They have a bunch of games. Their most successful thing is actually Hellblade Senua's Saga. We don't count the Devil May Cry thing. It doesn't matter, honestly. But it's Hellblade Senua's Saga. We had this, which literally sold the grand equivalent of, a couple of copies. It did sell better initially. This was their most successful selling game almost a decade ago, by the way. Then they made Hellblade 2, which people are speculating, me including, that this has probably not even sold 50k copies. Most likely not even 40 or 30. Well, 30 probably they did. But in any case, yeah, didn't sell anything. And in before, some idiot in the comments says, "Oh, but look at that." We're gonna get that a little bit later, but trust me, you don't look at these scores. You look at player numbers, because they never lie. Unless you're Marathon, I guess, because then it looks really sus. But in any case, this game sold nothing. Nothing. So, I and many others were expecting that Ninja Theory was going to get shut down, but it didn't. It didn't. Then they just announced Hellblade 3, and before that garbage dumpster fire even is dropping, there's already speculation that Ninja Theory, and it's pretty sure that it's gonna shut down, that it's out. It's out the window. I mean, quality assurance, the greatest, in fact. This is Ninja Theory, okay? Very modern. Very modern. Yeah, that's all the best thing I can say, honestly, about this. It's bad. It's bad. And it gets further. Anita Sarkeesian, the original Vogue grifter, claims yet another victim. Double-finned of Psychonauts, the people who originally made it, I guess. I was never a Psychonauts fan, but a lot of people like this game. And Anita Sarkeesian helped make Psychonauts too. Is reportedly also on the Xbox chopping axe. This is a Double-Fin, the company that made Psychonauts 2. We worked with Anita on Psychonauts 2, and she helped us make a better game. I'm sure the sales reflect that. I'm sure the sales 100% reflect that reality. I'm sure of it. Okay, do not question this. Questioning things is for chuds and evil men who like Hitler. Based, but then again. And in any case, yeah, they're getting destroyed. They're getting axed. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things getting axed. Again, Sound of Midnight is my personal favorite. I covered Sound of Midnight a lot, okay? Oh, man. What a great time. And this is a great comment. Okay? This is why I was saying don't look at these likes here. They don't matter. When the game collapses this highly and only some activists buy it, then it's always going to get a good score, but the score doesn't matter. And I absolutely just love this. I love when this happens. And every single time, by the way, it happens, and it's someone who literally has writer in their Twitter bio. Every single time. So someone should do an aggregate. Because every single time, it's someone who makes a tweet like this go pretty viral. I guess 150k views is a lot, honestly, considering you have no following. Every single time, it's a writer. They somehow just managed to squeeze out the most insanely dumb opinions you could ever make. This is a reply to the very first thing I pretty much showed you, honestly. Well, one of the first things I showed you. And it's about Sound of Midnight, right? When Sound of Midnight launched, many gamers pointed out Speed Bay being involved. Now the studio behind the game is shutting down. And then the journal answers, buddy, your gamer voice means nothing. The game won awards and people liked it. Then why is it shutting down? Okay, so the most popular thing that Vogue grifters are gonna say in these situations, but something like, this, or, so many other examples like Do Not or Obsidian. Obsidian's not on the chopping block, but that's the next video. I think it is. I think Obsidian's on the chopping block. And we're going to talk about that in depth very soon. This is one of the Woe Grifter, by the way, talking points. Oh, it got Game Awards. It got award. Yeah, no one cares. No one fucking cares. Dragon Age Railguard almost got every single award when it got released, and no one played it, no one liked it. That's probably your best example of a successful Vogue game. Okay? But it's hilarious. They always point this out. Oh, your opinions don't matter. The Metascore matters. The IGN score matters. Yes. We know. Crimson Desert. 6 out of 10 IGN and beautiful. Not enough blue paint. Doesn't tell you if you solve the puzzle correctly. Requires you to think for yourself. Way too hard. IGN 6 out of 10. Okay? And they always do this. Oh, this game won awards. Oh, actually, you know what? The fact that no one bought it doesn't matter. It's still a success. Like, one of the most popular things about South of Midnight. I forgot the name for a moment. Brain fart. About South of Midnight was that there were legitimately a lot of people who said, oh, South of Midnight hasn't sold 30k copies, and probably still hasn't, honestly. Well, it's actually a success. Yeah, it was a very popular talking point. Didn't sell copies, still a success because people liked it. Who are these people? Don't know. But, people liked it. Remember that. They have these and they constantly do this. They constantly just give the same old, tired, stupid fucking excuses like, oh, you're an incel. Don't care, didn't ask, fuck off. Oh, it got a Games Award. Don't care, didn't ask. Oh, it actually sold a lot of copies. Did it? Did it sell 2 million copies? Then why is the player peak less than 2k? I don't know. These are the typical things that they say. They're liars, and that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, it fell to capitalism. This is why I have this tweet, by the way. Because it somehow actually was successful because it got the capitalistic awards. But it somehow also was not successful because of capitalism. Make it make sense? Mission Impossible. Which is too big brain for someone that pisses their pants over black people. True-based and real. What can I say? We even have Asmongold. Great guy, friend of the channel. Whatever. Moving on. Also, if you want to read this response, I mean, it's just making the job so easy. Classic McDonald's copium. It's shit. It is just absolutely bad. And we have other takes. This is a classic also. Xbox spinning awards getting your studios axed. Yes, this is, by the way, an unironic award because these people really think that whatever the fuck these are, they matter. Okay? We have the Annie Awards. No idea what that is. We just have South of Midnight for some reason. We have the DICE Awards, the Outstanding Original Music winner, Gamematic Awards, no idea. Some kind of New York Game Awards. Like, what are these things even? Well, I can actually tell you what these things are. They're venues that somehow got uh, famous people to donate money to them, and then they give the awards to the people that either gave them money, or the people that gave them money were interested in those things. Okay, that's how these things exist. No one, they don't care that you didn't watch them. They're just effectively giant money pits. That's by the way legitimately how this works. If you're wondering, a little bit of a cloudy explanation of that, but I don't want to get into that too much. A BAFTA award and the winners of Games for Impact. Yay! Yeah, I mean, this is how it is. And these people unironically do not understand why these studios are getting canceled, because they think these things matter. These are the people that literally lose attention if they're not scrolling on TikTok for 30 seconds. Okay? And obviously the comments are great. Actually, the comments are great here, because there was one person that pointed out the capitalism thing because it's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, again, you have Ninja Theory shutting down. Ninja Theory has done nothing except Hellblade, and I don't even know how they actually survived this long. It's a mystery in my eyes. We have a Don't Nod. We have talked about this company many times. These are the people originally behind Life is Strange, and Life is Strange is, again, I'm not gonna this time. I'm gonna refuse to go on a tangent how much I love Life is Strange. You probably already knew at the beginning of this video, but or when you saw this, you probably already knew that I'm gonna go on a tangent. I love Life is Strange, best game ever, and it sold something like 20 plus million copies. Effectively, it just gave Don't Nod a lot of money so they can do a bunch of fucking retarded virtue projects. And the reason, by the way, why you don't see Life is Strange here, even though the developers behind it, is because the IP is owned by, I don't even remember. And Don't Nod then spend all of that money making garbage like Lost Records, which is easily one of the gayest things I have seen in my life. Okay? Yeah, it's not it's not good. Whatever the hell this is, you know? They just make garbage. That's what these people do. I'm really interested in what the hell is this, because man, I mean, like, damn boy, okay, damn, we have that female witch hunter or something. It's really impressive. Okay, the diversity is so impressive. They even got me at this point. And they have pretty much just wasted all of their money on making rando garbage shit after Life is Strange, and that's it. Obviously, their newest thing was you do not know anyone's crime record in space, the Black Astronaut Simulator. And then we had another Black Astronaut Simulator, by the way, and that's also shutting down. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. All of this is getting shut down, and all of this is very predictable, because these are companies that do not make anything. I think Obsidian is also on the chopping block, but again, that's next video. Go watch the next video. It's probably out in 2 hours after this gets published, and that's probably going to be the next video, because by my calculations, Obsidian's running out of money. Even though they are sponsored by Microsoft, I think they're still running out of money at this point. But yeah, that's the situation. And expect a lot more cancellations. Expect a lot more companies to shut down. Whoever the fuck was making Spider-Man 2 after they fail at Wolverine, they're gonna be on the Insomniac, right? Insomniac is soon gonna also be probably on the chopping block, because their situation is kind of similar to Obsidian's. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are gonna go down. But the same way that I said here, don't worry about it, it's never gonna end. Microsoft does not even admit that wokeness is a real thing. So they're gonna financially make the decisions of axing the things that don't make any money, aka woke slop. And then they're gonna put in money in more woke slop again. Hire Anita again, hire Sweet Baby again, and we're gonna receive this same situation after 4 years. Which at least means I'm gonna have to release one video in the next 4 years. It is what it is. because the activist people are gonna still just put the money in the same garbage that they have. And again, Xbox put in something like 80 to 100 billion in the development of these games and whatnot. And I mean, it didn't end well. Now, did it? So there's going to be a lot more cancellations and axings. I think I don't think Obsidian's really going to get axed, but they are this close to getting actually probably deleted, especially with everything that we know. Okay. In any case, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice day. Bye. Like the video. Do it right now. Bye.